You touched my soul like a phantom, and you did it right from the start. Like nobody is watching what we're doing, like nobody is watching us.
We used to hang around town pretty late. I spent the week thinking about our next date. It was easier then, so much easier then. Or like that time I picked you up outside of school. You said, screw my dad, I make my own rules. It was easier then, so much easier then. Take me back to those easy summer days when we stopped at nothing, baby. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. Now we didn't care at all about winter or spring or fall. We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. We just had one of those things. I guess I've had some things to figure out, but now that I'm done, I'm full of doubt. Was it easy for you? Yeah, was it too easy for you? You used to say that you would always be mine, but you seem to be doing just fine. Now I think about you, I just can't seem to stop thinking about you. Take me back to those easy summer days when we stopped at nothing, baby. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. Now we didn't care at all about winter or spring or fall. We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. Stopped at nothing, baby. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. Now we didn't care at all about winter or spring or fall. We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. We just had one of those things. Yeah, we had one of those things.
I don't know where you came from. I don't know what you did to my heart. You touched my soul like a phantom, and you did it right from the start. Like nobody is watching what we're doing, like nobody is watching us, like nobody is judging while we're dancing. We're dancing till we get lost. We're dancing till we get lost. We're dancing till we get lost. Follow you, the only thing I want to do. Through everything we step into, we're dancing till we With you, I don't need the contest. Like nobody is judging while we're dancing. We're dancing till we get lost. We're dancing till we get lost. We're dancing till we get lost. Follow you, the only thing I want to do. Through everything we step into, we're dancing till we get lost. The only thing I want to do. Through everything we step into, we're dancing till we get lost.
Hi everyone, good evening. It's 8:30. I was supposed to start this stream at 8 p.m., but we had a power outage earlier this afternoon, so me and my mom we went out because it was so hot at home. And I hope it stopped raining now because there was thunder and lightning earlier. But thanks for being here. Thanks for my voice team, my voice class team. I have, of course, coaches here, Musicali. Hello, Patty. Hello, Gina. Hello, Sandy. And everyone else. I know you guys, some of you guys are at work. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Just lower the volume, guys. Nakakahiya. And also, for those of you who will be catching this on the replay, I hope you find value in this. So, my topic for today for my podcast, I'm tagging this as a podcast. Let's see, is the music okay? I'm gonna lower it a bit because this is supposed to be like a Songversations. So this is a mix of the music that I have in my playlist and also conversations about this particular topic each week. So for this week, it's about self-care and why it is important. Self-care, it may be confused with self-indulgence or being selfish, but it's not that at all. Self-care means taking care of yourself, so that you can be healthy, you can do your job well, you can help and care for others, and do what you need to accomplish in a day. Hi, KM. Yes, electricity is back, and I don't hear any more thunder and lightning. So, crossing my fingers that this stream will go as planned, no interruptions or no hiccups. So, the need for self care is has been high in the most recent years because of where or what we have gone through. The whole world has gone through. Um, this is an epidemic of anxiety and depression. So everyone is not immune to anxiety and depression. At one point or in our life or few moments in our life or some phases in our life we have undergone or experienced anxiety or depression or still experiencing it until now. So, self care is how we cope with daily stressors, not just, the big stressors in life. Even small things can be a stressor for us, such as work stress, or trying to keep up with the pace of daily life, technology, influx of emails in our inbox. That's one of the stressors that I have in my life that I have to deal with every day. So sometimes it becomes lonelier and you have no time to unwind or to slow down because you are overwhelmed of all these things that are happening, even the simplest tasks. So um, we may deal with self care differently because of where we are in life or what we do um, in our lives. So it may differ from person to person. But self care is taking time to do things to help you live well and also to improve your physical and mental health. That's the most important. That's what we deal with um, in the most recent years. You know, mental health is very important now. It can self-care can lower your risk for illnesses. It can even increase your energy. So you have to manage your stress levels. So depending on your capability, it can range from just reading a book or practicing mindfulness or having spiritual or social activities with your friends or family or catching up with a friend. So we want to foster um, resilience, and because we want to live longer, we want to be better equipped with managing the stress that we have in our life. So let's move on. So the common examples of self-care is maintaining a sleeping routine. So maintaining a sleeping routine, like for instance for me, for the past 2 or 3 months, been I've gone back to really sleeping early, like at 9 or 9:30. The latest is at 10 when I go to bed, because I want to. When I go to bed early, I wake up more refreshed and I wake up early as well. Sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. But sometimes I go back to bed if I wake up that early, because that's too early, right? So I just do my morning meditations and then I go take a short nap and then continue with the morning tasks or routines. Also, self care involves eating healthy. I know I'm guilty of not eating healthy all the time. Sometimes I indulge, but that's only at times. You know, most of the time I try to eat healthy because I also prepare food not just for me but also for my mom, who is turning, it's a secret, she's turning 94 in a few days. So I try to really prepare food that are healthy for both of us. So also my self-care involves spending time in nature. Our location, our house here in Quezon City is really near University of the Philippines in Diliman. So the university is really, it's a big university with lots of trees and open air and green grass, and it's really a vast property. So in the afternoons, before I come home, like after meetings or after work, I drop by the UP and I just walk around, like make 2 or 3 rounds of the whole university, or that middle part. I don't know what you call that. Not just the sunken garden, because that's a small area. On weekends, I take my mom with me and we spend the mornings there. Sometimes we have breakfast there. I just prop up our picnic chairs in the sunken garden, facing the sunken garden grounds, because that's where most people practice their football, or they have their group practice for any dance or whatnot. So my mom is really fond of people watching. So I just bring us our drinks or our breakfast, and that's where we spend our mornings. So also, self-care involves doing a hobby that you enjoy. Like for us, like for KM, she enjoys crafting or doing art. Like for Patty, she loves, dancing or learning new steps. For coaches, collecting songs and learning to play them on the piano. Gina, I don't know what your hobby is. Cannot be said in public. Just kidding. So there, you have to find, or you have a hobby. I know everyone has a hobby, and you can do do that hobby and enjoy it, and that's a form of self-care as well. So self-care also involves expressing gratitude. So let me see. uh, Let me just open. I have my notions open. So really, the list of my self-care is not just those, but plenty more. But these are self-care that are simple enough that everyone can also do, like staying home and saying you're busy. All of us are guilty about, wanting to stay home even if your friends are asking you to go out or watch a movie. Sometimes we just prefer to stay home, and that's okay. If you don't feel like going out, just stay home and say that you're busy. You're busy being home. So, also, doing nothing is also another form of self care. Doing nothing, um, some people may say that's laziness. No, doing nothing, if that's what you prefer for that moment or for the meantime, is fine, because you can't force yourself to do something else if you don't feel like it, right? So doing nothing is also another form of self-care. So also, uh, not answering your phone, that's also another form of self-care. Being antisocial, some of these things are some kind of being antisocial, but that's okay. Not answering your phone. Sometimes I find that people should, send you a message first before they call you. Um, that's why we have text messaging, right? So they can tell what they need to say over text, and if there's a need for you to do Zoom or to talk on the phone, then that's the time you can call each other. So also, I also do this, silencing group chats or chat groups. We have Facebook, we have Viber, we have Telegram. What else? We have, those social media. Instagram, I don't know. Can you do group chats on Instagram? I'm not sure, but group chats, sometimes it really gets busy, and when a lot of people are online all at the same time and conversing, your phone will keep on beeping. It's some type of a distraction, and if you don't want that, you can just mute it, like what I do. I mute my group chats. And also, um, letting go of what's not yours to carry. Sometimes we have people in our lives that have so much, they have issues, and their issues are not your issues. So you don't have to carry it for them. You can be there for them, but you don't have to carry the burden of it all. You can just be there for your friend, right? Self-care is also saying no. I was guilty before of always saying yes, yes, I can do this, yes, I can be there, always saying yes. And in fact, it burned me out. Um, Saying no is taking care of yourself. If you don't feel like it, if you don't feel like saying yes, just say no. Just say no. It's okay. Sometimes you can give a reason, or you can just plainly say no, flat out. I've spread myself too thin, especially back in 2019, from 2018 to 2021 or early part of 2022. I've spread myself too thin because I've been doing a lot of things for my mom. I don't mind, but with others, with her relatives, it was just too much because I was the only one moving, okay, and doing things for them. The others are not as helpful or not as willing, so I had to do it all. but I've already learned to say no during the latter part of 2022. And that's how other people learn how to um, work with you, how to work with the situation, because you can't carry it all, right? You can't spread yourself too thin. Also, self-care also involves or also means not engaging in other people's drama. Sometimes sometimes we're guilty of this, we want to take part in it, um, but it's better to be on the sidelines and not be involved in that drama. You know what I mean. Self-care also means taking a day off. For a lot of us, we work the whole week. Um, you need to take a break. You need to take a break and just take care of yourself. You can watch a movie or stay home. Um, just just take that break because you need it, or you burn out, like most of the people I know. Um, Self-care also means phoning a friend. It's good to touch base with your close friends, because life can get busy, and you're not aware of what's happening in their life. So it's good to touch base and to have a conversation with your friend about their lives, what's happening in their life, or what's happening in your life. You know, Being on the phone, it's less effort, right? You can be on the phone and do something else while you're on the phone. If you can do multitask like what I do, I cook. So whenever I'm home, I cook for lunch for me and my mom. So I can multitask that way, talking on the phone and then cooking. So also, self-care means disconnecting from bad energy. I had to deal with this most recently because it was getting too toxic. I had to, when it gets like that, you just leave. You just leave. You just drop everything, because bad energy is something that will make you sick, right? You don't need that in your life. So disconnect from that. Um, I I I made a post on Instagram before about, let me find it. It's about, let me see. I think it's my other account. Mm, Ang dami kong post eh. Pero that one was very timely at the time. Timely at the time, let's just find it. Oh, it says here, as loving as I am, my detachment game is strong too. So, yes, I'm loving as a friend, but if it gets to it, if it's bad energy, then I detach. Hi, Margie. Thank you. So, this is just gonna be short. It's about self care. Okay, so also self care is remembering to drink your water. A lot of us are guilty with this. Even KM is guilty with this. You have to drink your water. You know how I find out if I'm not hydrated enough? My my lips get dry. It gets chappy. So I know that I haven't drunk enough water for that day. So I always have this jug with me. Natutuklap na nga eh because I'm really removing this original cover and leave the silver because I want to put another design for that. Hi Eduardo, FFYT. So you have to hydrate yourself. You have to drink your water. That's a very important self-care practice. Also, self-care means gently reminding yourself that your needs matter. You know, we're always busy taking care of other people's needs, you know, working our butts off because we want to provide for our family the best way we can, that we forget that we also have our own needs. You know, so you have to take care of your needs too, because if your cup is not full enough, how can you pour on another person's cup, right? So you have to put yourself also first and foremost by caring for yourself. That's another one, putting yourself first. Okay. So also self-care, you know, we always say FOMO. If you guys are you, this FOMO thing, fear of missing out, you know, sometimes we have that attitude that we always have fear of missing out on things, missing out on what our friends are doing, or what is the latest now, the gadgets, whatever. It's fear of missing out. It's when I analyzed it, because I had that attitude too before. Okay, I was guilty of that. But when you analyze that behavior, you're trying to fill some void in your life, and you cannot fill that by always being up to date with the gadgets and the tech and the latest fashion, the latest trends. No, you cannot fill that void by always being FOMO. What's important that I found now is JOMO. It's something new. It's the joy of missing out. JOMO, the joy of missing out. Because you don't, at the end of the day, you don't need those things, right? You don't need those things. You don't need them in your life. Not as much as, you know, I don't know. I found that most of the things that I have been running after before, you know, once you have them, then what? You have to run after another thing because you have that FOMO attitude. So there. So those are the list of my own self-care. What you can do is on your own, because self-care is different for each one of us. You can have a list of your own self-care practices, because it's really different for each one of us. What counts as self-care to you? The behavior should promote health and happiness for you as a person, as an individual. So what you can do is you can start small. You don't have to have like a list of self-care that are really grand, that will really change your life in a big way. No, you don't have to do that. You can start small. You can choose one practice each week to include in your daily routine until it becomes a habit. So when you do that, you also need to take note of the positive changes in you that you notice after you have taken up your self-care routine. So as you go along, you can add more when you feel you are ready to add more self-care habits in your list. So there, that's my self-care for this week, for this Monday. And ooh, okay, I'm glad that is like within 30 minutes. I'm really aiming for 30 to an hour at the most, of podcast or talk. But next week, I'll be having someone in the stream, a friend of mine, who I'm going to be interviewing um, about relationships. Her story is something that, especially the young ones, can learn from, and what they can emulate as well, because I really look up to them. So I hope you join me for next week. Also, if you guys like the music that I use for this live stream, there is a link in my description here, for this live stream, for this podcast. You can sign up for a 30 days free trial of Epidemic Sound, and any music that you use within that period will remain copyright free even after the 30 days is over, as long as you've uploaded that video with the music within that 30-day period. So I hope you guys have a lovely week ahead. Mondays always sets the mood for the rest of the week. So you take care and practice self-care. Thank you for being here, and thank you to my friends from the voice class. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I know I need to wake up at around 2 a.m. on Wednesday for that. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Good night, and have a good day for my friends in the US. Take care.
If the encore's what we're praying for, make it right in the next life.
Hey, Brett, this is Granny. I'm calling you because I just listened to your music. Girl, you were kicking it. I enjoyed it, Brett. I had Robin and I listening to it too. So we'll talk later. Bye-bye.